What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today join me for another one of my Portal 2 videos, where today I'm going to be doing a video which is quite unusual for me, on this channel at least, and that is, today I'm going to be creating my own test chamber. So I double checked on the Steam Workshop. I believe I made 2 previous chambers, but that was a long time ago. Because at the moment, the only thing on my workshop is 4 Golf It courses. Maybe I might play those on the channel one day. Who knows? So yes, let's jump into this. Okay, so if you've never seen the workshop mode before, so there is a couple of settings. So obviously you've got items. So you've got your buttons. You've got your cubes, objects. You've got your motion devices, platforms, lasers, flip panels, observation rooms, gels, and laser fields. So yeah, it's been a while since I've used this mode, so hopefully I can remember what to do. Oh, here we go. Alright, so that's to go. Right, okay. So I don't want this to be too difficult, but at the same time I don't want it to be majorly easy, if that makes sense. Alright. Actually, I do like the idea of that because I do quite like water. Let's raise that up. Right. Okay, so the basic idea of this chamber is going to be that there is going to be a fair amount of water involved. Not just yet, because yeah, not just yet because I obviously need to get some of the basics installed, and I might also make the chamber slightly larger again. Right, that should do. Right, so okay. So we don't want any of this. For now at least, we don't want any surfaces portable until I've made up my mind about what is and what is not going to be part of the test. There we go. Okay, so one thing I will do is definitely get I definitely want cubes of some type. There we go. So that will link up to connect to, there we go. Right, so that will connect to the button. Right, actually delete that. Let's go for a more formal one. So yeah, the concept of this is kind of going to be islands in a way, but the last bit obviously is elevated. So what I need, portable. Nope. Let's turn that sideways. Right, okay, so now we need a couple of There we go. Right. Okay, so that's going to be a small part. Right. Need to turn that around slightly. By the way, if you're wondering, I have given myself a time limit, just in case you was wondering. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is let's make a flippable portal surface. So let's do. Yeah, so let's do that. Right, okay, so I guess the idea is you'd have to take the cube with you. So it's a bit like travelling across the islands sort of way, sort of thing. So then let's go for another one of those. Yep. Actually, I've got a better idea. If I remove that, and let's have the jump pad. So let's do it that way. Okay. So then do that. Yeah, so what you'd have to do is, so the cube would go there, activate the bridge, then you'd activate the switch, get the cube back over, then you'd have to take the cube and then they'd activate the next part. Okay. What should I do for the next bit? I quite like the idea of having turrets at the end, in a way. I'm not going to do gels or anything like that, because I like the idea of this being basic, but not too difficult, or not too advanced. Let's just get rid of that. Oh, do I show connect visibility? Tell you what, let's go with. Right, so that won't display. That will. There we go. That didn't activate yet. I'll leave that as it is. So 2 more islands. Turrets are going to be on the last one. There we go. Okay. What next? I think it's got to be lasers. Actually, I've got an idea. Where's the laser cube? Ah, cube type. Reflective. There we go. So if I have a laser cube going across... where are you? Oh yeah, lights. That's another thing too. There you are. Okay. No, it needs to be further. Yeah, okay, so that adds a little bit of difficulty. Then we had a couple of turrets. I don't know what the range of those are. Right. Okay. Right, so that blocks that off. So I reckon to make it a bit more challenging, what the person would need to do would be to take the cube over to the other side. What if I have two? Yeah, that could also make that interesting. So if I change that to a reflective cube... Yeah, that could work. I like the idea of that. Because then one of them could disable the barrier, the other one could power up the platforms. Interesting, you can't have it that close. There we go. That looks better. Yes. So the player would have to get both cubes over there. But how would they get that one across? I would need to work out a way for them to disable that to get the second one across. How would I do that? Let me work this out. Of course, I'm doing it wrong. I'm an idiot. Right, there we go. Start enabled. Right. I reckon for that one I might need a portable surface, because otherwise I don't think it's doable. Ah, I got it. What if I turn that into a portable surface at the back? But then make it so the second one has to be here. There we go. Right, now we add the water. Nice. Okay, looks good to me. Yeah, I think that works. So you could time it, so you could stand on the platform, activate the lasers. Yeah, that works. So I think because of that. Yeah, I'll change that. I'll change that to a standard cube, I reckon. Right, I think everything else is ready to go. I'm just going to add a couple of lights. Because otherwise the chamber will look very dark. There we go, that's better. That's not quite level. That's better. I don't know why, this is actually kind of therapeutic doing this. Just not really stressing around, just creating my own stuff. It's probably why I like playing Minecraft on the odd occasion. Most likely I'll come back and sort these out later. These lights make them a bit more neat. Right. I would say that's good to go. Right, time to give it a test run. Switch to in-game view. Build and play puzzle. Right, let's see how this goes. Hopefully it works first time. Yeah, this is my first time in years actually making a chamber, so right. Ah, one thing immediately, it's the wrong way round. Whoops. Let me just sort that quickly. There we go. That's better. Silly me. Didn't realise it was the wrong way round. Right, try that again. Lighting wise, I'd say that looks alright. Maybe I think maybe the end ones might change slightly. Okay, that needs to be disabled. That's a little bit too high. Okay. Just a couple of tweaks. So this needs to be lowered a little bit. There we go. So that's now lower and accessible. That's auto drop. No. No, we don't want that. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, some of the lighting. I think it's a little bit too bright. This is just a me thing. Oh, they're on the ocean. That's not going well. Oh, that should be better now. Right. Okay, let's try that again. Oh yeah, forget there's a no clip mode. Am I likely to use that? No, because I want to properly test the chamber, make sure it works. Okay, yeah, that seems to be okay. Good, okay, that works. So now activate this. Interesting. Okay, there seems to be a time limit. Oh, I see. There we go. Right, 10 seconds. Should be enough time for the player to get it. Yeah, 10 seconds should be enough. So it adds a little bit more of a challenge. I'm surprised it didn't give like a noise indicator. Come to think about it. Hold on. Let's reset that. Surprised the this is acting up a little bit. Oh, the cube was actually physically jammed. we go. That's better. Yeah, 10 seconds. I think that's about right. Geronimo! Alright. Now for the next part. Make sure I dodge the laser. Oh. Okay, the laser's further forward than I thought it was. Oh, you dum-dum. I forgot to put the button in. What a... There we go. Now that's better. Right. Button. Let me put that to 12 just to be more generous. Right. Yeah, that seems okay. Alright. But like I said, that's why you test the chamber, just to make sure that everything works okay. And I forget to put things in. No, that's actually right, because, see, that's why I put up to 12 seconds, just in case there was a problem with the door. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Okay, there is a crouch, so that's fine. Okay, there is another problem. This one is too high. There we go. That one needs to be lower so I can activate that one. The other one isn't that much of a problem because that's at the portable surface. That's the portable surface one. So yeah, that one's fine. Right. It's just these little details which you don't initially see. Also, I've just realised, are those the platforms, are they actually in... I think they're in the water. So we'll see what that looks like. Don't know what I was doing there. Nope. Come on, get in. There we go. See, that's why I put the timer in. So that's why I put it up to 12. Just in case there was technical difficulties. I should be able to jump across that now. You moron. There's one obvious thing I've forgotten. How do I get from this platform to there? That's a good question, actually. How do I do that? Because I don't want it to be easy. I might have an idea. Yeah, I've got an idea. If I put one of these... No, I can't put it there because... Yeah, so what I'll do is this. If I have one of those there... And a rolling platform. Right, let me get rid of the water quickly. Is that all of them? No, there's one left. Okay, so yeah, that works. So... Is that all of them connected? Should be 5 lines. Yeah. Connection visibility. Signage. I'm going to go with none. Right. So then you take the cube over, use it for this one, which disables the gate, then use portals for that one. Okay. I think that's right. It's, yeah, surprising how long you spend actually developing a chamber. Just to make sure it's right. So it's not quite a companion cube, but it's something similar. Oh, that was a bad noise. Ah, I forgot to put the water in. Sorry. There we go. Where were those gone? Oh, that's weird. Those have disappeared. That's better. I don't know why those disappeared. It's a bit weird. Maybe it's because when I deleted the water, maybe it took out the platforms. Let's try that again. Okay, so far I've been going for 35 minutes, but I'd say I'm close to finishing this. So now I just need to think of a name. Lasers and Waters? No, not sure. Okay, hopefully this works this time. Yeah, I don't know why that's a bit... why that plays up a little bit. And now the jump pad is gone? Oh, that's really frustrating. So why did the jump pad disappear? Huh. Okay, make sure everything's connected to what it should be. Yeah, that's right. That one's down there, that one's there. Ah, that's also disappeared. Why does everything disappear? Oh, there we go. That's weird. It keeps removing stuff. Because I didn't take that out. There's a lot of things which are missing. Unless there's an item limit. If there is, then I might have to change one or two things. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's there. That's there. But it is weird though that stuff was being removed even though I didn't do that. That still plays up for some reason. Turrets are there. Ow. One slight problem. How do I get the cube over? That's frustrating actually. It was going well until that bit. It's just this last bit which I need to work out and then the whole thing is done. Unless, do I have 3 lasers? If I had 3 lasers... Let me try that. Let me see what happens. Because would that cause an infinite loop? That could work if I use that for that and then that for that. Actually, I like the idea more. So I'm going to remove that. Let's see, start enabled. Yeah, I like the idea actually. It does take away a little bit of space from this side, but I think on the scheme of things it might make more sense. So they'll disable the barrier and then you can go across. So I think that might make more sense. So it saves taking 2 cubes across. Tell you one thing I'm going to do. This time I'm going to time it. That is still an annoying noise, that. Right, okay, so go. So I'm timing it, seeing how long it takes. That doesn't help. Oh, there we go. Not too bad. Right, so the last part of the puzzle is the bit we haven't done yet, which is this bit. Nice. Not the most elegant solution, so I might add two more there, but I think other than that, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to add 2 more platforms and then that's probably it. Yes, I'm just going to add 2 more platforms down here. Right, so it should be everything now. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So, I think, yep, I'm generally happy with that. Switch to game view. Oh, okay, so I have to rebuild it. I mean, yes, I could make it more challenging by having to go back to the start and get your cube, but I'm not too fast. I'm quite happy with what I've done. Being my first chamber in a long time that I've made, in probably about 6 or 7 years that I've made a new chamber. But yeah, I think I'm happy with this. So that's probably, I would probably say that's where I'm going to leave it. Right, so now, file, let's, right, save as lasers, and, no, let's go with water and lasers. Where's the... I'm probably going to do like publishing work maybe later. So by the time this video goes out, I will have published this chamber live. So if you want to add this to your collection, then you can do. Do I plan to make more chambers in the future? I mean, maybe. Like this was, I've been doing this for 45 minutes and I've generally enjoyed making this chamber like more than I do some of the chambers which I test. So maybe, maybe once in a while I might do maybe a chamber making video, because I thought this was really good fun. So yeah. So there has been another one of my Portal 2 videos. If you've enjoyed this week's episode, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to know when my newest Portal 2 videos will be coming out. Hope you've enjoyed, and for that, this is SliferKing signing out.